Your body is full of mysteries, but some of them are downright terrifying. Imagine waking up one day and realizing your bones are disappearing, or suddenly developing an allergy to water. Sounds impossible? Well, these horror stories aren't from a sci-fi movie, they're real. Welcome to Heavenly Stories, where today we explore 6 of the weirdest and creepiest things that can happen to your body. We're going deep down the rabbit hole, shining a light on these medical mysteries that sound like they're ripped from the pages of a horror novel. Buckle up, because some of these stories are more unsettling than any fictional horror you've encountered. Stay till the end, because the last one is something straight out of a nightmare. Imagine you're just going about your day, feeling fine, when suddenly a strange tightness grips your muscles. This tightness intensifies, spreading like ice through your body, turning your once limber limbs into rigid bars. You can't move, you can barely even breathe. This, my friends, is the terrifying reality of stiff person syndrome. This rare neurological disorder does exactly what the name implies. It turns people's bodies rigid, like living statues. The muscles lock up, contorting the body into painful, often unnatural positions. Doctors and scientists are still baffled by this condition, struggling to understand its cause and find an effective cure. Some treatments can slow its progression, but for many, the fear of becoming completely immobilized is a terrifying reality. Sadly, this is the reality for those living with stiff person syndrome, a condition as cruel as it is mysterious. Sleep. It's the one thing we all crave after a long day, a basic human need as essential as breathing, eating, or drinking. But what if I told you there's a horrifying condition that robs you of this fundamental human need, condemning you to a life without sleep, a living nightmare with no escape? This is fatal familial insomnia, and it's as terrifying as it sounds. This extremely rare genetic disorder affects the thalamus, the part of the brain that regulates sleep, throwing the body into a perpetual state of wakefulness. It starts subtly, maybe a few bad nights here and there, a growing difficulty falling asleep, but soon, sleep evades you completely. Hallucinations plague the mind, blurring the lines between reality and nightmare. The inability to sleep triggers a cascade of devastating symptoms: paranoia, dementia-like symptoms, even complete mental breakdown. Deep within the human body flows the river of life blood. But what happens when this life force turns dark, corrupted, transforming from a vibrant crimson to a chilling, almost black hue? This isn't some gothic horror story, it's the unsettling reality of methemoglobinemia, a rare blood disorder that's as disturbing as it is fascinating. Imagine, if you will, a person's veins coursing not with bright red blood but with a thick, dark fluid that looks more like ink than the elixir of life. This discoloration is a result of an increased level of methemoglobin in the blood, a form of hemoglobin that's incapable of carrying oxygen. This lack of oxygen manifests in strange and unsettling ways. The skin, starved of vital oxygen, takes on a bluish tint, as if the life force is being slowly drained away. Lips turn a ghostly blue, creating an eerie resemblance to fictional creatures of the night. While some cases are harmless and treatable, others remain a medical mystery, their cause unknown, their cure elusive. Water, the elixir of life. We drink it, bathe in it, and we're literally made up of it. We need it to survive. But what if I told you that for some, this life-giving substance is a source of excruciating pain, a trigger for a terrifying allergic reaction? This is aquagenic urticaria, and it turns the very essence of life into a source of fear. Imagine this. You step out of a refreshing shower, but instead of feeling clean and rejuvenated, your skin erupts in a fiery, itchy rash. Your throat tightens, your chest constricts, and every instinct screams at you to get away from water. This is the terrifying reality for those suffering from aquagenic urticaria, an extremely rare condition that makes them allergic to water. Even the slightest contact with water, be it rain, sweat, or even tears, can set off a chain reaction of agonizing symptoms. Everyday activities like showering, swimming, or even enjoying a cold drink on a hot day become potential hazards. Our skin. It's the largest organ in our body, a protective barrier against the outside world. But what happens when this shield, this armor that protects us, is as fragile as a butterfly's wing? Today we delve into the heartbreaking reality of Epidermolysis bullosa, a group of rare genetic disorders that make the skin incredibly fragile, prone to blistering, tearing, and sloughing off with the slightest touch. Imagine, if you will, a world where even the gentlest caress can cause excruciating pain, where a simple hug feels like sandpaper against your skin. This is the daily reality for those living with epidermolysis bullosa, often called butterfly children due to the delicate nature of their skin. For these individuals, every day is a battle against their own bodies. The slightest friction, a bump against a table, even the act of walking can cause their skin to blister, tear, and peel away, leaving raw, painful wounds that never seem to heal. The constant threat of infection looms large, turning everyday activities into high-risk endeavors. Our bones, the scaffolding that holds us upright, the framework upon which our bodies are built, they seem permanent, unchanging, yet deep within the shadows lurks a rare and terrifying condition that can make them vanish piece by piece, leaving behind nothing but emptiness. This is Gorham's disease, also chillingly known as vanishing bone disease, and it's as mysterious and terrifying as it sounds. Imagine feeling a dull ache in your arm, a nagging pain that you dismiss as a sprain or strain, but the pain persists, intensifying over time. You go to the doctor expecting a simple explanation, only to be met with a diagnosis that sends chills down your spine. Your bones are disappearing. Gorham's disease targets bones indiscriminately, dissolving them from the inside out. It's like watching a horrifying magic trick, except this is no illusion, it's a terrifying reality for those afflicted. The human body is an incredible machine, a complex network of systems working in perfect harmony. But as we've explored today, sometimes this intricate machinery malfunctions in ways that are both fascinating and terrifying. These rare disorders, these medical mysteries, serve as a stark reminder of how fragile we really are. Which one of these horror stories creeped you out the most? Was it the thought of your body turning to stone with stiff person syndrome, or the agonizing reality of being allergic to water with aquagenic urticaria? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found these tales of medical mysteries as intriguing as I do, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more terrifying tales from Heavenly Stories. Until next time, stay safe and stay curious.